The scarred man's gaze met mine. There's a safe house on the outskirts of the city. If we can make it, she'll be safe, at least temporarily. I wrap my arms around the baby tight, holding her close against my own body. My neighbor's hand trembled as she spoke. Don't trust him. For all we know, he might be one of them. The man was leaning forward, his tone firm but quiet. Had I wished for her, you would already have lost her. I'm not your foe, but they're moving in, and each second you delay puts her life at risk. The sirens intensified, red and blue lights flashing dimly in the distance. The enemy had picked up our trail again. I didn't have time to argue. I got into the car, my neighbor sliding in after me. The scarred driver took us out into the night. The road went on in front of us, but behind, headlights blazed, 2 dark sedans following close. "They won't stop!" our neighbor screamed, holding my arm. "Hold tight!" the scarred man snarled. He wheeled the car hard into a side street that bisected the woods. Brush slid off the doors as he hurtled down the winding road. A shot rang out. The rear window shattered. I covered the baby, heart thudding like a war drum. "Almost there," he grumbled. "Just hold on." The path through the forest widened into a clearing. In the center of it was an old farmhouse, dark windows staring back. He skidded to a stop. "This is it." "Out now." We tumbled out of the car. The scarred man sprinted ahead, working at a heavy door while the neighbor and I scrambled in with the baby. The farmhouse was dusty and empty, but it was a fortress. The scarred man locked the door, his own chest heaving. "They'll regroup." "We don't have much time." I spun around at him, my words trembling. "No more secrets. Tell me why she matters. Tell me the truth. Now." He examined me for a long time, and then he spoke. "She has something her father took from them. Not cash, not guns, intel. Deeply buried, stashed in her identity, evidence that would destroy their entire network." Her neighbor gasped, covering her mouth. "You mean..." He nodded. "Your husband sacrificed everything to get out of them. But before he vanished, he hid his information. In her. And now, they'll never cease hunting until she's dead." I gazed at the baby, her small eyes blinking in slumber, so pure yet bearing such a heavy weight. The floorboards groaned. Headlights flashed across the farmhouse windows. "They've found us," the scarred man growled. He withdrew a pistol from his belt. "Go to the cellar. Don't emerge until it's done." "No!" I shouted. "You can't battle them alone." But before I could protest further, the door stood open. Dark figures filled the doorway. Gunmen, hard eyes flashing. The scarred man started shooting. The farmhouse rang with bullets and screams. I grabbed the baby and pulled the neighbor along to the cellar. Down below in the darkness, I cradled the baby against me, each wail ringing out like a knife. Upstairs, feet pounded, men shouted out commands, and the sounds of combat pounded at the walls. Then, quiet. I caught my breath. The cellar door swung open. A figure blocked the doorway. My heart stopped, until I spotted the scar on his cheek. "It's over," he growled, blood on his arm, but flames still in his eyes. "They'll not be troubling you again." We came out into dawn. The farmhouse had been destroyed, the vehicles outside incinerated, but I felt a strange peace for the first time in days. The scarred man gazed at me, then at the baby. "She's safe. For a while. But the threat is not removed. You'll have to continue moving. Conceal her." Tears filled my eyes. "Why me? Why did they leave her at my doorstep?" "Because sometimes," he replied softly, "fate selects ordinary people to bear extraordinary weights, and you didn't flee." The neighbor grasped my hand, her face white but determined. We looked at the baby together, her small fist clutched tight, as if she were holding on to life itself. I knew then, my life would never be normal again. But I had a mission now. I would keep her safe. Not because she was a secret, not because she was a tool, but because she was herself, and she was mine to protect. At dawn, I told her quietly, "No matter what happens, I vow they'll never take you away from me." The man with the scar stood guard at the border of the field, his outline firm against the light of dawn. The war was not done, but together we had made it through the night, and that was enough.